7 Geography. Chapter 10 Life in the Deserts. Whenever we think of desert, we think of low rainfall, scanty vegetation, and extreme temperatures. And depending on the temperatures, they can be hot deserts or cold deserts. In this chapter, we will be reading about deserts around the world and how people have adapted to the extreme temperatures of these deserts. The first topic is the Sahara Desert. It is the world's largest desert. The Sahara Desert touches 11 countries. I'll just show it to you on a map. These are Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia, and Western Sahara. This total area of Sahara Desert is more than the total area of India. That's how big it is. Here the deserts not only have sand, they are covered with gravel plains, that is stones and rocks. They also have elevated plateaus, which is the upland and that too flat. Now let's read about the climate. The climate of Sahara Desert is scorching hot and parched dry. So lying in the tropical region close to equator and that too a desert, it has to be hot. And then it has a short rainy season. And we also know that in deserts the rainfall is scanty. And the sky is cloudless and clear. Since it's a hot and dry desert, its atmosphere will not have much of water vapor, and with no water vapor you'll not have clouds. You'll have a clear sky. And that's why the moisture evaporates faster than it accumulates. So the temperature during the day can go as high as 50 degrees Celsius. Almost half at what the water boils. And since it's a desert, it is all covered with sand and rocks. So rocks and sand heats up very fast, which radiates the heat around the atmosphere and making the environment air very hot. But surprisingly, in the night, it is freezing cold with temperature nearing to 0 degrees Celsius. Now let's read about the flora and fauna. So the vegetation in the Sahara Desert includes cactus, date, palms, and acacia. In the previous chapter, we have seen what acacia looks like, but I'll show it to you again. In some places, there are oases. It's a green island with date palms surrounding them. And some of the animal species that live there are camels, hyenas, jackals, foxes, scorpion, many varieties of snakes and lizards. Now let's read about the people in Sahara Desert. Despite of the fact that Sahara Desert has harsh climate, various group of people live there and do what they are best at. Bedouins and Tuaregs are two of such tribal communities. These groups are nomadic tribes, meaning they move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. Rearing animals such as goats, sheep, camels and horses are main activities, and they also rely on these animals for food, clothes, blanket, milk, etc. They wear heavy robes as protection against the dust storms and hot winds. Robes are something that looks like this. You will find population being settled near oases, which have some humidity, water and shelter, and these oases are mostly found near River Nile. People grow date palms and in turn